moving on to yet another northern drama. This one set in the fictional town. Is this Yorkshire as well?
Yeah, Rawton, isn't it?
Rawton.
And the first thing I want to say about this, because I have to say I didn't see it all, so I shan't be commenting. Sunday night, if we're talking about scheduling, did seem a weird place for this.
Yeah, it was on Sunday night's first time. I think that's the slot that they've given all of their... It wasn't Big Human in this slot as well. I think that's...
Yeah, but I think this fitted in quite well. I mean, I watched Fargo followed by this, and that was quite a nice Sunday evening for me.
Odd.
I know, two very different but odd dramas.
For anyone, I don't think anyone would have come into this fresh, but this was Dominic Mitchell's, I suppose, zombie drama.
Yeah.
Because they are zombies at the end of the day. The first series was set just after a war between the undead and the humans, where...
Is that what we're going with now?
Yes,
is that how annoying you're going to be for the rest of the thing?
No, I'm not you. The undead had just sort of been reintegrated into society and known as PDS sufferers. We sort of saw this story being told from the eyes of one of the PDS sufferers, Kieran, and we learnt about how he died and came back to life and his relationship with his neighbour. And the first series I thought it sort of had undertones about prejudice and racism and homophobia and things like that. Religion, yes, to an extent, because you've got the vicar character who was in this first episode. Yeah. This series, to me, seems like it's going to be a lot more sort of politically charged with the introduction of the Victors Party. And they're sort of, to me, feel like a right-wing group in maybe the sort of BNP mould. I don't know if you agree with me on that one.
Yeah, I think they're definitely cut out of the BNP UKIP kind of situation.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, I think the big thing is in Series 1 there was this kind of mysterious computer website, wasn't there? Which drew the main character in, which I assume we're obviously going to get a bit more of in this series.
This is the UDL, isn't it? The Undead. Yeah. Is it the UDL?
It is, the Undead Liberation.
Who we saw exact revenge against the humans in that really sort of haunting opening scene, which I thought was really well done, which was sort of
with the Royal Family guy.
Yeah, with Ricky Tomlinson, who was both Ricky Tomlinson and Kenneth Cranham, who were big parts of the first series, are sort of looks like they're leaving. Let's just put it like that.
I nearly fell off my chair in that blooming bit. I could sue Dominic Mitchell for a hip replacement. When they were on the bus
tram,
and it all kicked when it all kicked off, I nearly wet myself. I
thought that was really well done.
Fantastic opening.
Yeah. And I loved how he was saying, trying to explain to his grandson, we shouldn't talk like that. Everyone's sort of settled down now, and I just thought, but as part of my point, the UDL are almost like sort of like the Splinter Cell, aren't they? Like a terrorist group, because I think
it's almost like the IRA of the Sinn Féin.
Yeah,
not trying to be as political as that situation.
God, are we getting political tonight?
And I liked how the sort of politician character, played by a woman whose name I can't pronounce, so I won't try.
The Estates Minister.
The woman who was in I Am Slave.
Oh,
she was.
Don't try that.
Yeah. I'll give it a go.
I loved how she had all this sort of, she felt like a local politician, but then you saw another side to her when she came at that zombie with the electric drill, which I thought was another brilliant sequence.
I really like the relationship between Luke Newbury and his sister as well, which is obviously going to be developed. What this has is it has sort of the horror element for the fans of that genre. It also has sort of the emotion of both the characters of Kieran and his sister Jem, who was once a part of the human volunteer force, but now is trying to get some sort of semblance of a normal life by going back to school, where she's quite a loner, but at the same time having flashbacks. One of my favourite sequences in the first episode was that flashback in the supermarket that she had. That was cool.
And also we had again some little bits of humour which I quite like. I like sort of it. To me, seems like Dominic Mitchell did grow up in sort of a small northern town, because there were like little bits which were really well observed. I like the two women in the pub especially was a nice little bit, and then the bit later on with the B&B owner and her undead mother-in-law, which I thought was also a nice
I did like that. That whole sequence in the pub was really good, where, you know, obviously the pub owner's going, one day this could all be yours, and then you turn around and it's them two and one drunk guy in the corner. Yeah. You know, there were little nods to not laugh out loud humour, but that kind of like humour that goes with that kind of genre.
And I think if you like myself, you know, have grown up in a small town, you sort of recognise a lot of these characters.